Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how this is going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that's just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Temperance card, right? What is brewing in Stingerland? I know there's something, and the reason I say that is because when I put this card out on the board, the vibration that I actually got from it was that you guys were working on something on the internal level that you're trying to manifest, and the fact that the Temperance card is your key to the week means that you are finding your way to the vibration that you need to be at to welcome in whatever it is that you're trying to create. This is really exciting because it means that you guys are transmuting something in that magical way that you Scorpio people do, whether you're sun, moon or ascendant, right? I don't know if anybody's seen that meme as well. I always laugh at this. The one that's, you know, the Scorpio sun, and it's like a goth dress person, and then it's got a normal sort of looking person that's like with a face. The Scorpio sun's got "Fear me, I am darkness and death and destruction," and then underneath the Scorpio moon person it's got "Try me, bitch." The accuracy was too real in that for me. Anyway, for your foundation card, you have the Hanged Man. So this is a very spiritual week for you, right? And whatever work you're doing on those inner levels, this week you are going to see the results of. This is very powerful. The Temperance card is ruled by Sagittarius. The Hanged Man card is ruled by Neptune. But if you were to look into the ancient astrology, they're both ruled by Jupiter. So there is something of the spiritual this week that is expanding outward into the material. This is a very powerful week. You are very likely to be manifesting as you think, as you speak, as you write. Be conscious, right? Now, neither one of these cards as well, it's fair to say this is really important as well, neither one of these cards is about action. They're both, especially with the Temperance card, right, with the Hanged Man card, it's about inaction. It's about standing still, right? And it's a very spiritual card, as I've said many a time. Then you've got the Temperance card, and these two combined suggest that something on that spiritual level is really starting to shape up for you. For a lot of you, this could be a personal awakening or understanding in some way, shape or form. And I use that word not very lightly because nowadays it's thrown around with every fucking pinch of salt, like, oh, awakening this and awakening that and ascension here and ascension there. And it's like, it kind of dilutes what we're actually talking about. This could be a personal realization and understanding that really, it's like something inside you opens up or expands, and it expands so much outside, you know, to out of you that you start to see it show up. And so it's very important what you do with this, what you do with this, and especially what you say with this, right? Be focused this week. For your, if you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. If you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. Why has this shown up for you? It's shown up for you because you've done the work. Coupled with the Temperance card, this week, you are going to see the tangible results of the efforts that you've put in. For some of you, this is about that job that you applied for. You hear about the interview, right? For those of you that have already interviewed for the job, now you get the offer. For those of you that have been on a weight loss journey, this week, you finally start hearing people saying, oh, hang on a sec, you've done really well, what's going on? There is some sort of external result that shows up for you this week as a result of the hard work and the effort that you've already put in. I'm really liking this for you guys. For your communications and conversations, you have the 10 of Wands. Right underneath the Temperance card. This week, where somebody tries to shoot you down, shout you down, or override you, don't even bother with the stinger. You don't need to. Shout that bitch down. All right. Quite frankly, the reason, and you know, I'm not telling you to get into a shouting match or anything like that. Maybe you're not that kind of person, but that 10 of Wands could see someone really trying to talk down to you or shout you down and all of that. This week, you have to show them who they're dealing with, right? And if that means having to raise your voice a little up in here, then do so. That being said, for those of you that work for somebody else, remember you're in a professional setting, so, you know, in the right way. Me being an Aquarius, I didn't really care so much about that. When my boss had overstepped the mark with me, he got told the same way everybody else did. I don't care what your level is. I don't care what your rank is. You speak to me with respect and I will do the same to you. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this week you are putting some sort of burden down, right? And you've got the Temperance card here. This is something you've been deliberating over for a while. And this could be a moment at which you say, actually, you know what? I don't like this portion of what I do. I don't want to do this bit anymore. You could hand it over, absolutely, to somebody else, which is great. You're providing a job. You're putting a job out into the world, which is wonderful. Or you could literally just put it down, all right? The other thing is as well, this week, and, you know, when people say to me like, oh, you know, what do you do? And I tell them, and they say like, oh, okay, so you work for yourself. And I'm like, well, yeah, but technically I have 7,000 bosses, right? It's you guys. You guys are my boss as far as I'm concerned. I know everyone's thinking, yeah, but we've just seen how you said you talk to your boss. So, but, you know, I love you guys. You know I do. So with for those of you that are business owners, it looks like you're putting something down this week. Maybe you're taking a service off the menu. Maybe there's something that you no longer feel really benefits you or the people that you're offering it to. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, that 10 of Wands, and because you've got the Temperance card here as well, there may be something where somebody tries to drag you into something this week that you're really just not here for. And if that is the case, it's important that you speak up. Don't just go along with it for the sake of it. Now, I know a lot of you out there, Sun, Moon or Ascendant, are probably saying like, you know, we don't, Raf. And it's very true. For the most part, you don't. But you are still human. And sometimes when people catch us at the wrong moment, we toe the line just for an easy life. This week, you can't afford to drop your guard that way. For your love and relations, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So whether the finances are improving through your money or through your partner's money, the money improves. Now check this out. You've got the 9 of Pentacles in your actions and options. That's all about you. You've got the Ace of Pentacles in your love and relations. For those of you, specifically those of you that are partnered or in marriages, etc., that's the 10 of Pentacles, baby. And you got that money. And for those of you that are single, this is really nice because it suggests that not only is there a new relationship on the horizon for you, it also suggests that this can be a very fruitful pairing. What do I mean by that? What I mean is whoever is coming in is likely to be either very well established themselves financially, or they are bringing you what you need to take your own money and finances to the next level. It's just very growthful in a lot of ways. I'm really, really excited for you guys. So for your money and materials, you have the Fool card. New things, places, people and energies. And here's the rub of it, right? With that 10 of Wands in the mix with the Temperance card, I kind of feel like for those of you that are business owners especially, whatever it is that you let go of this week or choose to put down or put aside, it actually makes all of your other stuff really start performing well. And this is a phenomena that I've observed in a lot of areas of my own life actually, and it's something that I talk about quite a lot. When you take energy out of something that is chugging along or not necessarily working, that energy that you've been putting so much more effort than everything else in because it's not doing so well, suddenly then gets poured into the things that are doing well, and they grow and expand even more so. This is a really, really important lesson. Sometimes if something isn't working, just let it go. It's, you know, and I say that, it's not easy, right? I'm human. I have my moments where I'm like, no, I worked so hard on this. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But sometimes, and I've observed this for myself, this is what I'm talking about it, when you let go of what is not working, everything that is suddenly gets a boost of energy or rocket fuel and continues to take off and soar. So really this week you're in control, Scorpio. What are you going to do with all of this extra power, this extra juice? Now, for your physical health and vitality, I love the Fool card for health and vitality. One, because it is kind of like a reset button. Two, because things could really improve for you spontaneously. Three, because it does represent, because it's got that Aquarian sort of Uranian link, this can very often talk about your, come on brain, your nervous system, right? So it's really, really important that you get an understanding of that, right? Or rather do what you can to look after it. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, if you want them, kids could definitely be on the menu. If you want a new partner, that could definitely be on the menu. If you don't want either of those and you've already got a partner, what do you want to bring into your world? What do you want more of in your life at this moment in time? The real beautiful thing about this week for you, you get to choose. You genuinely get to choose. And that's why I say with this much manifesting power in your orbit, you got to be intentional this week. No fucking around, all right? You know I love you. I wish you all of the best. Have an amazing week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.